we're going to be talking about this book right here now. Fantastic Four, full circle. Let's dive in. Let's open it up. And let's check out what Alex Ross can do with the Fantastic Four and answer the question posed by many. Is this the best Fantastic Four story in decades? All right, so we're going to dive into this book, Fantastic Four, full circle from Marvel Arts. It's part of Abrams' book. First thing you're going to notice, it's designed amazingly. It's got a dust cover that is super cool. I had some difficulty getting it out, so we had to cut it right there. But it's got this kind of double spread on it where it's the origin of the Fantastic Four. It's reminiscent of all the stuff Alex Ross did on Superman Peace on Earth and Batman War on Crime. We've seen a lot of that. The design on this book is amazing. It's striking as soon as you open it up. The front pages are great. The yellow really, really pops. And then we get into the artwork. So the first thing we got to talk about is the artwork because this is Alex Ross. We came here for the artwork. It's a bit of a different style. It's more penciled and kind of colored in, but it works. And it's a different kind of coloring style than we're used to from Alex Ross. The artwork is amazing. You're getting his typical splendid line work. You're getting lots of detail, lots of clutter, but at the same time, it's very beautiful, very dynamic. The flow of the energy in this book is fantastic. The coloring is great too. Some great choices. There are some moments where maybe the backgrounds kind of fuzz into the foreground, but that happens later. And throughout most pages of the book, the artwork has that pop art kind of sense, that style, that 60s Silver Age kind of flavor, including these homages to like Jack Kirby's collages and all that kind of stuff. But when the colors tweak, it's when they're in the negative zone. They get into some crazy wild zones. When I was looking at this page with Annihilus, it took me a minute to kind of pull my perspective out to see the giant scope of what was going on. And that's what this story has, is it has scope. It has a sense of scale that Alex Ross is bringing to it. Look at those black light, like reflective type pages. An absolutely amazing book. Artistically, I love it. Story-wise, spot on. A classic Fantastic Four adventure. It's throwing back to old school Fantastic Four stuff, certain threads that were left maybe a little bit dangling. And they actually play them up, like certain characters from, say, This Man, This Monster, or other classic Kirby Fantastic Four books. They're kind of alluded to here, but there's also a play that it's in continuity, which I absolutely love, because they also reference stuff from the Hickman run. So it feels fresh, and it feels new, but it feels classic. And it's got that sense of wonder, that sense of sensational spectacle that we were talking about on Friday's show, and we were like, how do you make a good Fantastic Four movie? It's got the visuals, it's got the story, and all of the characters, they ring true. It is absolutely astonishing to me what Alex Ross was able to do with this book and make it feel absolutely fresh, yet classic at the same time. It's a wonderful package. This is a $25 hardcover. It's a one-and-done story. And it's the Fantastic Four. They go on an adventure. They go on this journey into the negative zone. They have conflict. They have a resolution. And then they go back. And it's so perfectly crafted as far as Fantastic Four stories and adventures should go. The personalities are all there. Reed is 100% like Reed. Sue is just like Sue. Johnny's Johnny, and Ben is Ben, and it's just such a fantastic thing. I think it is the best Fantastic Four book story I have read since Jonathan Hickman's run on Fantastic Four. It is that good. When I finished reading this book, I immediately thought to myself, should Alex Ross write Fantastic Four? Obviously, we're not going to get art from Alex Ross on a monthly book, but should he at least write it? Then I thought to myself, you know what? Would I be okay if they canceled the Fantastic Four, but I got one of these a year? Maybe, but at the same time, I got to have my monthly dose. I loved the book. I thought that this was great. You got to get this book. If you're a Marvel fan, if you're a superhero fan, if you're an Alex Ross fan, if you are a Fantastic Four fan, this is a must-have. I'm going to give that 4.5. Fuck. I'm going to give it 4.5, you digs. I almost wanted to go 4.44 just for the force sake of it. So let's just go with that. But this book is great. I highly recommend it. A must read. You gotta check it out.